Hi, I'm Lauren from Mallow 7, and today I'm going to show you how to create a great home classroom. When setting up your classroom, you should keep the following two goals in mind. One, create a classroom that will be a professional and engaging learning environment for students who range in age from 5 to 15. Two, construct a functional workspace that has everything you need to support yourself as a tutor and to make your classes successful. Let's start with how to create a classroom that will welcome and engage students without distracting them. It's important to remember that when students and their families enter your classroom, you want to invite them into your space and treat them as a well-respected guest. Think about your classroom in real-life terms. If I were a student, would I want to be here? There are 6 essential aspects that you should consider to make your classroom warm, friendly, and professional. 1, lighting. 2, webcam. 3, background. 4, what is 4? Oh yes, props. 5, atmosphere. 6, computer desktop. Firstly, it's critical to make a good first impression. Keep in mind that you are the most important part of your classroom setup. Make sure that your appearance is clean and neat and professional looking for your students, their families, and our partner schools because they are our clients. And even though you might not be teaching from a traditional classroom setting, you need to be able to convey the message that your virtual classroom is every bit as important. That being said, no matter how much effort you put into getting yourself ready, it will not be appreciated if your students can't see you. This is where lighting comes in. You don't need expensive equipment to be well lit. A basic desk lamp placed near your webcam can do wonders to make sure that you are illuminated from the front. For example, my desk lamp is right here out of sight of the camera. Before your classes begin, open your webcam feature and adjust your lighting to make your space look clear and bright, but not overwhelming. Does the light placement look best directly over the camera, reflected off the wall? Experiment and see what works best for your space. Also, check the lighting in your classroom at different times during the day. See how natural light affects how you look on camera and adjust accordingly. Make sure that you are not backlit. If your only light source, aside from the computer screen, is behind you, it'll make you look like a dark and shadowy figure emerging from a bright space. This is not how you want to greet your students. Second, adjust your webcam. You want to be centered within the webcam, and it should be at about eye level or slightly above to present you in the most flattering way. The students should be able to see most of your torso, and there should be enough space between you and the webcam so that you can comfortably use TPR and props. Hello, hi, how are you? The third element in creating a great classroom is your background. Consider that your students may range in age from 5 to 15 years old, and you may have back-to-back classes with different ages of students. Your background should be appropriate for any student within that age range. A clean white background is simple and it allows the students to focus solely on what you're presenting. White also works well to brighten up your workspace. If you don't have a plain white wall in your office, say for example, you have paneling, you may want to use a map or a poster that you would see in a classroom. Make sure that the material you use is not reflective because you want the students to feel like they are in a real classroom and you don't want light reflecting back at them. Fourth, no classroom is complete without props. Having a good set of props can be the difference between delivering a really engaging class and having the students just go through the motions. Everyone learns better when they are enjoying themselves. For younger students, puppets can make really fun props. They can model target behavior. Excuse me, could you sit back a bit, please? As well as dialogues. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Teacher Lauren. What's your name? Nice to meet you. My name's Lion. Oh, nice to meet you, Lion. Most importantly, puppets can make the students feel comfortable and help them overcome any initial shyness they may be feeling. Another very effective type of prop is using a reward system for correct answers. This can be something as simple as placing marbles in a jar or using a party favor. Good job, you got the right answer. You can also use a bell or some other fun prop that makes a sound to reward them. Ding! The fifth aspect of a really great classroom is atmosphere. Sit in your classroom and close your eyes. What do you hear? Can you hear other people talking in your home? Can you hear a dog barking or traffic on the street? Sounds that you may have grown accustomed to can be very distracting for your students. Make sure that the only sounds that will be audible in your classroom are the sounds of great teaching, engaged students, and fun prompts. Another aspect of atmosphere is the functionality of your workspace. You should never have to leave your desk to get something. Props should be accessible so that you can discreetly put on a puppet or use your reward system in a way that seamlessly fits into the dialogue of the class without distraction. If you print out your lesson plans, they should be visible to you and not to the students. Place them in front of you, but slightly out of sight of the webcam to minimize looking away from your class. You should also keep a pencil and a paper handy so that you can write down the names and key details about your students for future reference. Also, if you would like to have a drink of water near you in case you need it during class, that's fine as long as you use an opaque cup and you keep it off camera. Obviously, there should be no clutter or anything unprofessional behind you. Imagine if you walked into school as a child and you saw a pile of laundry behind your teacher's desk. Finally, one often overlooked aspect of your classroom is the background on your computer screen. When teaching in a virtual setting, your computer background is essentially another space in your classroom. When you share your screen, there may be some moments when a student can see your computer desktop. Your computer desktop background should be plain or neutral. It can be helpful to create a separate computer login for your work as a tutor. Then you can keep your personal settings and your trip to Acapulco personal and keep a separate space for work. It will also help you get in the mindset that you are now entering the classroom. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn how to create a great home classroom. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it needs to be functional for you and great for your students. Remember that having a professional and engaging workspace will benefit everyone. Your students will be in the best learning atmosphere possible, and their parents will feel comfortable with you, and it'll help you teach as effectively as possible. Please let us know, what is your best tip for setting up a virtual classroom? Please comment below, and don't forget to like our channel and subscribe for more great teaching tips from Allo 7. Hope to see you soon online. Bye.